Well, he's asked Jorge or George, as everybody knows in DS, when's the next shift. In other words, when the line judges are due to rotate, they did it on a time basis, and now he's saying he wants her off.
Well, he's got to pull himself together. He's been saying courier, he's not really sure where his tennis is at because it's too soon in the year and he hasn't played enough.
Yes, he just played in the exhibition event in Kooyong last week, the Colonial Classic, whereas last year he started right at the start of the year, played in Adelaide and won in Adelaide. So it was an interesting decision of his that.
Thank you.
And he played well here too as well, didn't he? Losing that classic to Sampras in the quarters.
Love 15.
There's a bit more freedom about the Woodbridge game at the moment, and of course so there should be. Psychologically he should feel a little more at ease now. But he's still 2 sets to 1 down, remember.
Well, he is on a dangerous path at the moment, Mr. Courier. Already had 1 violation, the next one is a point. After that, it's good night.
Well, this is very rare from Courier, and of course it's one of his problems really when you compare him with the outstanding players in the world. He doesn't come up with aces like they do. Well, from Courier's gesture, I think he himself thought the ball was out.
I like a little good on ya from Todd to umpire Diaz about the overall. Todd looks very angelic and cherubic, choir boy-like of face, but I can tell you there's a fearsome temper there if it's ever aroused, and it is from time to time. But he kept his cool well there. Now, can he hold his serve? That's more to the point. 3-1 up with the break. An old combination again. Serve it wide and then hammer it into the backhand corner.
15 love. 30 love.
That's the time of the match behind Woodbridge, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Well, he made it in the end. And a love game, and Woodbridge, applauded by his wife, will be pleased with that, because his previous service games in this set have been a right old struggle.
Woodbridge leads by 4 games to 1. 4 sets.
I think a love game deep into a match like this on a hot and humid night is a bit like an oasis or a cool draft in a desert, really. You can breathe that much more easily, and of course it's that much more frustrating too for the opponent, who feels he hasn't made an impression, of course, just when he desperately wants to. So things perhaps conspiring here against Courier. And remember where we are. The crowd won't let him forget that he's playing one of theirs.
He's a Sydney sider, Todd. His hometown is Sydney, although he and Natasha also have a home in Orlando, Florida. Disney area, of course, because it's a few dead bugs being swept up. Oh, not so dead bugs. A lot of Australians have made bases in various parts of Europe and North America. It's a long way to come, obviously, when they're on the tour. Patrick Rafter has a home in Bermuda. Wayne Ferreira, the South African, has a home in Paris.
Players are ready, thank you.
So 1-4 in the fourth set. Courier trails, but he leads by 2 sets to 1.
Well, Courier's really intent on making a fight of this, in the real sense of the word, one feels, with those comments.
Yes, I suspect they were directed to his little entourage, who up to his left at his end of the court. That's where the players' guests sit. Well,
Courier's just upset about the fact that there wasn't a call.
yeah, but I don't care how upset he is, Frew. He's no right to talk to any human being like that. And frankly, I'm amazed that George Diaz hasn't clocked him a point. That's just unforgivable. 4-2, just the one break of serve.
Courier leads. Woodbridge leads 4-2.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that George Diaz is getting the score wrong. He's got a lot on his mind, but I'm sorry, I just feel very strongly that even if an official makes a mistake, it doesn't entitle you to verbally abuse them. Anyway, let's get on with the match. 4-2, Woodbridge serving.
Terrific play by Woodbridge. A high percentage of first serves now, just keeping his man down, keeping him pinned.
He's keeping a good length.
41.
Well, he's won 11 straight points in his serve.
Well, quite a few in the crowd thinking the ball was out at Woodbridge's end, but I confess I didn't. And no protest from Woodbridge, which I think is the significant fact. That was an awkward and clever shot from Courier, because it was dipping viciously and hanging and teasing and tantalizing. Looking at the replay, I just wonder if Woodbridge must move forward a little bit to cut that angle off. I mean, easy with the benefit of hindsight. Oh, that's a great forehand. That really is super.
Well, there's a tremendous load off his mind, I think, whilst, of course, this man has got a pile on his. And also, I think, a load off Woodbridge's shoulder, because no real signs of the irksome problem which has had attention during this match. To hit that sort of forehand from the back of the court, there can't be too much wrong with the shoulder. But I do think it's one of the classical shocks in tennis. It's such a smooth forehand. It's got suggestions of a roll. There's not the mighty topspin that so many of these people have. Now let's hope he's an environmentalist and saves the poor little devil's life.
Well, Friday night crowd have got plenty to enjoy. Very nearly the Saturday morning crowd, just a couple of minutes short of midnight. And they're all hoping for one more set. We heard that Courier was prepared to stay out there for an hour or two.
Yes, his comment really, Courier, was that he's going to keep Woodbridge out there for as long as it takes. And if he wants to stay out there, well and good. In other words, he was going to torture his opponent if he could.